How we doing, everybody? Matthew back with you again. You can see we got the Ford sitting here, and you can see we don't have a whole lot of room left in the engine bay here. I've cut and chopped just about everything I can cut and chop, and that's one reason I don't like doing any scratch building. It's not that I can't, it's not that I'm no good at it, it's the fact that once you do one thing, that leads to another thing, which leads to another thing, which leads to another thing, and before you're done, you have redone everything. So I much prefer to just build factory stock and just add detail. But I will say this has been a fun build, and it is looking really badass. So getting the motor in was a challenge. Of course, I had to make motor mounts, transmission mounts. I think you've seen in the last video where I do the radiator. That will fit. I'm still waiting on Chris. He's sending me an electric fan, which we got to try and shove in there. So I had to rework all the pulleys, belts, all that stuff had to be reworked. I have the metal breathers from Parts by Parks, I think it is, here that will go on top of the valve covers. The same, which was Protec. I'm sorry, it was Protec. Protec distributor there in the back, which is two pieces you got to put together. Seems to be pretty nice. I gotta wire that up yet. The motor's still just sitting there. Well, all the I gotta try and figure out how to get an exhaust on. These are not the headers that came with it. The headers that came with it are, and I've already thrown those away because I tried bending them. These the big headers here, and they're of course two pieces, and they are ginormous, and they come right down and hit, of course, the fender well and the front A-arm. They hit everything in there. So I went through my parts box and got these little things. Now you see the end pieces here, the little square, they came with this motor kit. So I cut those out. They're supposed to go on the end of these headers, and I just glued them to these. I thought it would be, because I can fit some aluminum tubing I have fits perfect in that, and I thought I'd be able to bend it and just make an exhaust going back. So I glued one of these on the motor, and it actually set down in kind of like that, at an angle. But that still would hit the frame. The frame's still too narrow for that to go in. So I'm back to the drawing board on an exhaust at this point, and I don't want to do the solder headers. I just don't like those. Don't like the way they look. So we're still working on that. Let me get you down here and I'll show you the stance we have. This truck will not have any bumpers. I got rid of the front bumper, smoothed that all out, cut the frame off, filled in the gaps. There's going to be no back bumper. It now has a roll pan on the back, so that's been done. The bed, all that's ready for paint. The cab, I can't do any painting until I try to fit the windshield, back glass, and have the engine compartment done, as far as having the exhaust done for the motor and having what firewall has to be cut out done. So let me get you down here and show you the stance we have now for for the trucks. That's going to be the stance of the truck now, which I think is going to be a pretty good stance. Which again, I had to rework I had lowered so much in the front that it actually cambered the front tires and laid them in at the top really bad. So I had to go back and cut off, all the spindles off both front. I had to cut those off. Of course, clean that up and then re-drill straight holes back into it and put aluminum rod in. Re-drill the hubs, or the rims rather, sorry. And refit the rims back on, and of course get the truck to sit level then with those to get the tires level in both directions. And then that actually gave me the exact ride height that I wanted. So that actually looks pretty good. So here is the front end, you can see, which now has no bumpers, and this has been filled in through here nice and smooth. Of course it'll look better when I actually have the grill in. The radiator's going in there. See if I can adjust this a little bit for clarity. There we go. This pulley system looks like crap, but once the all this other stuff gets put in there, it won't even be seen. It'll just be an augmented detail, so that'll look a lot better. And then we can spin around, and we can see the back now. Not sure what's hanging down right there. I'll check and see what that is hanging down. But there's our roll pan, all in, fitted, level with the tailgate, smooth here. So now we have a nice roll pan. These two white pieces that you can see are spacers. There was holes there where the bumper fit in, and I had to put pieces in there to push the roll pan out to keep it level and glue it in. And then those can be seen through there, but that looks like, should be there. Looks normal. So that's looking pretty good so far. Get the bed back down. Some nerves look crooked, but yeah, bed's up on that. There we go. So that's where she's sitting. So that's what we've got so far, guys. Just doing a lot of scratch work here, and this is taking a really long time, but it should come together nicely. And I'm going to get it done so I can move on to something else. Kind of getting tired of these trucks right now, and this one should look really good. Again, it's going to be red, which will be really pretty red. The cab through here will be white. This will be white around the bottom. I'm debating on the bed cover, whether I want to put one of the bed covers on, which is something else I got in that allotment of stuff I got, which is I got 3 or 4 bed covers for these trucks. I got 3 or 4 short beds and 3 or 4 long beds, bed covers. They have the snaps that goes around the side, so it looks like the actual tonneau cover you pull and stretch and snap. I'm trying to debate whether I want to put one of those on, just paint it like a flat black and put it on there, or leave it open bed. I'm undecided at this point, so we shall see. I still have plenty of room for the hood to go on. So that'll look good. We've not worked that yet to fit it or anything. And then I have the I laid it here somewhere. Let's say the blower or the hood scoop for the. Well, I might even throw the thing away. I don't know. I was going to use it. Who knows what I've done with that? I have parts scattered all over. I'm taking parts from everything and putting them. But well, let's even see another one. Oh, that stinks. These little thingies here go on the carburetor. Yeah, whatever. These little things go on the carburetor. Then the breather or the air cleaner lays over top of both of those. It's like a long air cleaner that goes on there. And who knows what I've done with that. It could be anywhere within a 6-foot radius of where I'm at. Or further. So, anywho's. Not over there. But, so here's what the underside's looking like at the moment. So we've got underneath. So it's looking pretty good. The motor fits in there nice. You can see I had to cut the frame off to get that bumper done. I've still got to put the little pieces that go right there, those little connectors. I still got to put those in. But okay, guys, we're up 12 minutes, so we're going to cut her off here, and we will talk to you on the next one. So, bye-bye.